Hello my lovelies, it is time for week 2 of my Merry Bookmas Readathon reading vlog, so stay tuned. So today is filming day. I have my 2 Have I Read It's that I'm going to film, and today is just going to be a ridiculously busy day because not only do I need to film those, and I also need to film the start of my bookshelf tour, and I need to empty 4 of my bookshelves out. And when Marty gets home this evening, we need to build 4 bookshelves, and then I need to start putting the books back on. Yeah. Yesterday we had Xander's band concert, and I'll show you a little clip here. So technically he's in 3 different parts of the band. So there's a jazz band, and he's part of that. And then there's the percussion ensemble, which he's a part of that. And then there's the concert band, and he's a part of that. He is all about the music, my boy. And yeah, they had their Christmas concert, but not everything was Christmassy. There was also Winter Guard, which I don't think I can show you a clip from that because the music that they used, copyright issues. But it was a fun show, and then we went out to eat. I didn't get a huge amount of reading done yesterday. I only read, I read my pages for Wilder Lore, which is the book that we're buddy reading. It's also the group book. So I'm only on page 36 of this. I haven't read today's pages. And I also am kind of soft buddy reading Raven Song by TJ Klune. I'm getting ready for the live show that we're doing on Sunday on Clint's channel. Okay. And yeah, so I read my pages for yesterday. I've started reading my pages for today, but I haven't finished. I'm currently on page 95. So these 2 are my big goals for this week. Other things that I want to read, I want to work on Unremembered by Jessica Brody, but honestly I don't know that I'm going to get anything more than these 2 books read. But if by some miracle I want to do that. I also have Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey and A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow. That's what I would like to do, but every day this week is just going to be packed. Okay, so today I have filming and then the bookshelf stuff I told you about. But then after building bookshelves and putting books back on, I have to empty 3 more bookshelves. And then tomorrow I have to edit a video, and then we have to build bookshelves, and I have to put all the books back on, and then I have to empty the last 3 bookshelves. And then on Thursday, when Marty gets home, we'll have to build the last 3 bookshelves, and then I'll stay up late Thursday putting everything back together. Also, I have a video to edit on Thursday as well. And then on Friday, I start filming my bookshelf tour, and I've kind of allotted Friday and Saturday for that. But if I finish on Saturday, then I can work on editing a video. Otherwise, Sunday I have to edit a video, and I have the live show with Clint. Ah! Yeah, it's a bit, it's yeah. There's a lot going on. And then we have to start packing because we're going on a cruise next week. Yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, there may not be a lot of reading done in this vlog, but hopefully I'll get at least these 2 done. So yeah, there's that. And you'll also get to see the whole library transformation in this vlog. So there's that. All right, I'm gonna go so I can get started on all the things that I have to do. I'll talk to you later. Good morning, my lovelies. So I was up until like midnight working on mostly the bookshelves. I did not finish what I needed to do last night. I just got way too tired. But I was listening to Raven's song while I was doing it, and I actually got pretty far. I'm on page 343 now, so I only have this much left. And there's a very good chance that I will finish this today because I'm going to continue listening to it while I work. I was supposed to edit a video today, but I've kind of rearranged the schedule a little bit so I can work on these shelves more today because I really got to get them done. What is it, Einstein? He just whined. Okay, so I also have some book mail here. And I know exactly what these are. It's funny that they came in 2 different packages, though. They're actually shorter than I would have expected. We have A Boy Called Christmas and The Girl Who Saved Christmas by Matt Haig. This was one of the movies that we actually watched on our movie marathon. Like, it was our 2nd day, and it was so freaking good. We all ordered these books. I only ordered the first 2 because the other one would come during the time that I was on my cruise. But yay, I'm excited to have these. And oh my goodness, usually the book's better than the movie, so if that's the case, just I don't know what I'm gonna do because that movie was everything. I highly recommend the movie. Oh, and also yesterday I got my pages for Wilder Lord done, and I'm currently on page 78, so I need to get I can't remember, I have to look, but I want to say It's like another 4 chapters or so that I need to get done today. But if by chance I finish Ravensong, which I'm almost positive I will, I'm going to pick up A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow, because I know I have that on Scribd. So I can listen to that while I continue working. Also, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so happy with how my Cassandra Clare shelves have turned out. But after doing them and taking a picture and sending them to my friend Clint, he reminded me that I have more Cassandra Clare books coming that I ordered. So I ordered this box set from Lit Joy Crate of the Mortal Instruments. So I have that coming. Right now, it says it's... One thing says it's supposed to ship in December, so it's supposed to ship this month. And another thing says the estimated ship date is January. So I'm going to guess January. And that was probably the more updated thing. So I need to move some more stuff around so that I have room for that. Plus I have the graphic novels from the first 3 Mortal Instruments and from the Infernal Devices. So I got to get those on this shelf as well. I took them off of my graphic novel shelf so I can put them with the Cassandra Clare books. So yeah, I need to add another shelf. So I have to move everything else that I put on there down and onto the next shelf. So yeah, I need to get started. And I guess I'll do another time lapse so you can see how it all looks. So it's nearly 10 p.m. My body is exhausted. You saw a time lapse of me putting the books on the shelves, but you didn't see me taking books off the shelves and all of this other stuff. I've been going at this all day. All day. I am just beat. But let me show you the chaos. Like this is so pretty. I love how this looks, but there's mess everywhere else. All right, hold on. Okay, so down here we have books that I've pulled off another shelf. We have the shelves that need to go up, and those are some books that have to be put into these. I had to put them in order though. And then here in Marty's office, I've got books stacked there, books there, all these books. And then in the library, I have these shelves that I didn't empty yet, and all these books on the floor. Yeah. Down here, we've gotten the 3 bookshelves emptied and taken out of here. And this one has been built. Have 2 more built minus the extensions, but that's the only one that's been mounted. And then over here, we got books. Lots and lots of books. Yeah, so there's a lot of chaos going on. I have a lot of work left to do. I had moved the video that I was going to edit today to tomorrow and was going to try to attempt to edit 2 videos tomorrow. But I don't think that's going to happen because I still have so much to do. Oh my goodness. But I do have, I think I need to at least get one of those videos edited tomorrow. But then I also have all of this to do. Oh, but I did get some reading done. I finished Ravensong and I gave it 4 stars can't tell you too much about it because it's the second book in the Green Creek series, but what I can tell you is it follows a different character. It follows Gordo, and we get a lot of his backstory. Gordo is not one of the werewolves. He is a witch, and we get some of his backstory, his little love interest, and like him growing up. And then also there's an interesting transition from the first book into this book, because Gordo is one of the people that leaves in the first book, so we actually get the perspective of what's going on when they leave. And so that was kind of a cool way to tie it together. And I can also say that in this one, they're dealing with a kind of infection that is affecting the wolves. Yeah, that's really all I can say too much without spoiling anything. Also, the fact that it doesn't really pick up, like things don't really start happening. It's like a lot of backstory until about the halfway point, and then things really start picking up and start happening. And then when I finished Raven's Song, I started listening to A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow, and that is super cute. It follows a girl. Oh my gosh, I just finished this like just a few minutes ago, and my brain is going blank on what her name is. Lila. Her name is Lila, and I was thinking Layla. Anyway, she had a really bad time, kind of all back to back. Her grandmother has passed away, and then her boyfriend of like many years breaks up with her, and then she finds out that her best friend, who she thought was going to be going to college there in Miami with her, is actually going to go and do this thing over in Africa, and was getting ready to leave. And so it was just kind of a triple whammy there, and she wasn't handling it all very well, and her family thought it was best for her to step away from everything for a little while and go visit one of her mother's friends in England and stay in their little inn and take a 3-month summer vacation in England. And Lila is not happy about this at all. She wants to take over her grandmother's bakery. It's what she's been planning on doing forever, and kind of had her life planned out. And she's like, I'm fine. I'm dealing with it. And she just wants to be there and working in this bakery, and cooking is what she loves. It's what she did with her grandmother. But she brings a little bit of that Cuban spice over to England, and it was just super cute, and I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm probably gonna keep working for a little while until I can no longer stand it. And then I'm gonna go to bed. And we'll pick this back up tomorrow. Okay, good night. So, good morning. It's bright and early. I'm getting ready to get started on some stuff. I don't know that I'm going to time lapse right now. I may save that for later on this evening. For now, I'm going to get to work on organizing some of these books and start pulling more books off. But then I have an appointment around 11, and I have some errands that I have to run. I think once I get back from that, I might have to stop with the bookshelves for a little while and work on editing a video, because I have to get one of these, at least one video edited that I was supposed to do yesterday or something, because it's posting on Sunday, so I need to get it edited. And it does take a little while to do one of my Have I Read It, because of all the stuff with the tally marks and the 2 screens, and it takes a little while to edit those. So I need to do that. And then Marty's off tomorrow, so he can get up with the boy and get him off to school, and I can sleep in, which means I can stay up late tonight working on the library. Or as late as my body will let me. Last night, I had to call it quits. Like, right after I filmed my clip for this, I went to bed. It was like 10:15 when I went to bed, because I was just beyond exhausted. Okay, so today I have already read my pages for Wilder Lore, The Accidental Apprentice, and I'm currently on page 166, so we only have this much left, but we are splitting it up over the entire week, so I shouldn't be finishing this until like Sunday. My plan today is continuing with audiobooks just because I've got a million things to do. So I'm going to start with Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. And if by chance I finish this today, I'm going to pick up The Duff by Cody Keplinger because I can get this on script as well. So this is my plan. This is my plan. Editing's my plan. I got a lot of plans. I almost have too many plans. Okay, I'm gonna go and then get to work, and I'll talk to you later. So technically it's Friday, but I'm totally not counting it yet because it's only 12:13 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. It's been a day. I'm very tired. No time lapse today. I've been working my booty off and running errands and trying to edit. I did manage to get one video edited, but it hasn't been uploaded or anything like that yet. I finished Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey, and I'm going to give this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's fun, it's cute, it's a little, well, it's a lot smutty, and when it gets to the smutty parts, it's really smutty, but there's not a lot of smutty parts in it, but enough. It follows Georgie and Travis, and Georgie, she's kind of grown up being like the clown of her family, so much so that she became a professional clown. And Travis, he was a professional athlete, but he got injured and now he's back home and he's kind of struggling with that. He also has a really bad reputation for being like this playboy and all of that, but he is trying to get back into the baseball world as a commentator, but they want somebody more family friendly. So Georgie and Travis kind of come together with this fake dating plan, but they're both like super attracted to each other. But Georgie's also Travis's best friend's little sister, and she's had a crush on him since like elementary school or middle school or something like that. And he does not want any kind of commitment. No. So they hatch this plan to fake date. It will make him seem more family friendly, and it will make other people see her as more of a grown-up and take her a little more seriously, and she's not just some clown. And it's super cute. I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna give this 4.5 stars. Now after that, I started listening to The Duff, and I hated it right away. Yeah, I don't like the writing style. I don't like the main character. It just, there was so much. I mean, I should have known based on the title and what it's supposed to be about, but it was just so cringy right from the beginning that I don't want to continue reading it. I don't want to spend any more time on that book. Maybe I'll watch the movie. I think I've heard that the movie's better than the book in this case, but I don't know. The book was pretty cringy. So I'm thinking now I'm going to start working on The Wish Granter by C.J. Redwine. This is the second book in the Ravenspire series. And the first one was The Shadow Queen, and I really enjoyed that. And so I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't think it follows the same characters, but I think it's in the same world, and I'm guessing somehow things get tied together. But I know that this is like a Rumpelstiltskin type retelling. We have a map in the inside. And it hasn't been that long since I read The Shadow Queen, so it's still semi-fresh in my mind. Oh, Fixer Up. Let's see, the things it knocked off was for my fake dating prompt for Merry Bookmas. The Duff was supposed to be my enemies to lovers, also one of my cards against my TBR things, and one of my have I read it's. Though it's okay that I DNF'd it for the other things, but I may need to try to find something else for the enemies to lovers or friends to lovers. I'm kind of hoping that that trope might show up in the Wish Granter, though the Wish Granter is my prompt for retelling. But you can double up and triple up and all that stuff, so if I'm lucky, I'll find that trope in here and I can count this for that. Though I'm also asking some of my friends if some of the other books that I plan on reading would work for that prompt. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna work for a little bit longer before I can't stay awake any longer, which is not gonna be much longer. And I'll just talk to you tomorrow. Actually, before I go, let me show you what has gotten accomplished today as far as the library stuff. So I got books everywhere. There's books there. There's books here. I've made a path to get through. And there's books here. We have this bookshelf up. I have to add the shelves in here. Marty's got these built, though they're not attached to the wall yet. We were just kind of figuring out placement. And this one is already up against the wall, like mounted to the wall, and I just have to put the drawers in. So yeah, it's coming along. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a nice little seating area there, or maybe a bean bag or something, I don't know. Okay, that is it for now. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it's been a minute since I've updated you. It's been kind of crazy trying to get all these books on these shelves. So one of the things that I was going to do originally was I had these 1x4 cube bookshelves that I was going to replace my little day bed and put 2 of those and then put like a cover on top and have like a long bench seat. But I've since decided to keep the day bed in here and do something else with those. So it's a little bit less shelves in here than I was going to have. And with getting rid of a lot of books, like let me show you how many books I'm planning on getting rid of. You see these 3 huge stacks of books? Those are all going to be unhauled. And even with getting rid of all of those, watch this. I still have no shelf to put those books on. I could have gotten another shelf to put here, but it would block the outlet, which you can't see right now because it's between the books. There you go. But I have other plans for this. Also, I didn't want to put, here, let me tilt this down. I didn't want to put another bookshelf like here because it would block that. Couldn't put another one here because it would block some of this. So my plan is to either put like beanbag here and a light and have like a cozy little reading area, or maybe a cute little tea table and stuff. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But let me do a quick little overview. So starting over here, we have this corner. This is my favorite corner. I think it's so pretty. And then I'm gonna skip the daybed area because it's a mess. And we're gonna spin this way. Whee! Okay. So then we have over here, which, ooh, I love this section. It's like my Cassandra Clare section right there. So pretty. So let me back up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so we have this wall. I also really like that one. No, I like the other corner better. But then, let me back up even more. We have these. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of them stacked. It was so that I could get even more books on the shelves because they wouldn't fit. I kept having to find more to get rid of just so I could get that. And then I also have this one here that's also stacked like that. And oh, and then I have, hold on, I also have over here my little tree shelf, which I haven't put it in a place yet, but I have that, and that's just got like a variety of different stuff on it. We have like 2 of the shelves are books from my Have I Read It that I'm waiting on the votes for. 1 is like some books that I want to do maybe try a chapter on. 2 of them are books that I have that I'm like keeping pulled for a friend that likes to borrow books and like based on my recommendations. So these are books that I'm recommending. And then the last one on the left side is books I've hauled, which are only 2. I am definitely going to cut back on getting books for a while because this is absurd. I have these giant floor to ceiling bookshelves and I can't hold all my books. Yeah. Hold on, let me go over to my desk now. So I did finish reading The Wish Granter last night, and I love it. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Okay, so even though it's set in the same world as The Shadow Queen, it really is its whole different story. The only mention of those characters was like at the very beginning, and there was just like some kind of ball or coronation or something going on at the very beginning, and they were in attendance. That was pretty much it. And then she did reference like wanting to ride a dragon a couple of times, but other than that, there really wasn't a connection between the 2. And this really was like a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, though actually the Rumpelstiltskin part, like the girl that had to spin this, hold on, Einstein's got something. Marty bought this external hard drive and it was still in the box, and Einstein was just carrying the box away. So anyway, the original story of Rumpelstiltskin with the girl that had to spin the straw into gold and all of that is mentioned in here. So this is like that was part of his story, like part of his past. And this is past that, and he has granted a wish for the now king, and the king made this wish in order to keep his sister safe, and she is determined to find a way to get out of this. And in the end, she ends up taking this wish for herself, taking the deed for herself, and when our Rumpelstiltskin character, he comes to collect, he takes their soul. And so she's like, save my brother, take me, I'll be your hostage, whatever, but don't take his soul, leave him be, leave him king, you're free to do whatever you want anyway. And the whole time that she's kind of held captive at his house, she is working to try to get herself out of this and save everybody. Also, she is a curvier girl. They talk about how she's not skinny, she's got curves, she likes food, she loves pastries and bacon, and she likes cooking, and there is a love interest here, and she gets picked on a lot because of her weight. Like, a lot of people comment on her weight and stuff, and this boy, when he looks at her and he looks at her curves and stuff, he just thinks she's absolutely beautiful. But he is a servant and she is royalty, or nobility. Royalty, same thing. Anyway, I love this. It was so much fun. It was super cute. I love the take on it. So this actually will fit for the prompt royalty. It will fit for retelling. I guess you could say it would count for like friends to lovers. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Though I do have another book that I've determined can count for the prompt friends to lovers / enemies to lovers. So I read Raven Song earlier, and this is how Clint classifies this book. It is friends to lovers to enemies to acquaintances to lovers. Wait, no, sorry. Friends to lovers to enemies to acquaintances to friends to lovers. I'm like, okay. So this counts for my enemies to lovers prompt. I'm kind of doing the double up and triple up thing now, just because I know I'm getting really behind in all of my prompts. Because I don't have time. And one of the videos that I was supposed to edit before, I still haven't finished editing, so I need to do that. And then today I have to film this bookshelf tour, so yeah. This also came in the mail right before I started filming this clip. This is my Owl Crate advent calendar, and I'm super excited. It looks like this. Everything is so cute. There's like a little scratch off thing in here. During the 12 days of Owlmas, Owl Crate gave to me, and then there's like a thing you scratch off. And this is so cute. So I start this on the 14th. So on Tuesday, I think it is, next week. So I'll be doing this throughout the vlogs over the rest of, well, from between the 14th and the 25th. I'm excited. I was almost hoping that it would be like today, because I really want to open it like the first one now, but I'm gonna wait. I also haven't gotten my Once Upon a Book Club advent, so that should hopefully be arriving either this weekend. No, it's Saturday. Mail's already run. So hopefully it'll arrive by Monday, otherwise it'll be late to get started. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put a little makeup on and get to filming, and I'll talk to you later. I almost forgot to tell you, or show you, my cute shirt for today. Hold on. It's a Enemies to Lovers fan club member. I thought that was perfect for the prompts that I was doing. This actually came from the Bookish box. I think you can buy them individually from the Bookish shop or something like that. But this came in one of my boxes, and I thought it was perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go. Talk to you later. So it's nearly 9 p.m. and I have spent the entire day yesterday and the entire day today pretty much filming this bookshelf tour, and I'm still not done. So I'm going to be continuing to work on it this evening, and I'm probably going to continue working on it tomorrow as well. It's the never-ending book tour. What's crazy is this video, like the raw footage, is going to be hours and hours of footage. Like, seriously, so many hours. But when I condense it down, it's probably going to be like a 20-30 minute video. I did, however, finish reading Wilder Lore, The Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foody. This was the group book for Merry Bookmas, and it was super cute. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I can't wait to talk to her about it. It was just such a fun read, and I know originally I was counting this for just Animal Companion. I'm also going to count this for Found Family, because there's definitely a found family in here, as well as games / competitions. I was going to count this as second chance because I was thinking that this is the second book by Amanda Foody that I've read, but it's not. It's actually the third book by her. So I think for second chance, I'm going to count Raven Song because it's the second book in the series. It's the second book I've read by TJ Klune. So I'm going to count this as second chance. I'm also counting this for the Enemies to Lovers / Friends to Lovers. A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow I'm counting as my buzzword, and also for the prompt Small Town. For the Wish Granter, I'm counting this for retelling and for royalty. Though I think The Crown of Gilded Bones I also counted for royalty. For fake dating, I switched up and read Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. And my original Enemies to Lovers book was going to be The Duff, but I DNF'd it. So I didn't do terrible. I knocked out, what, 6 books this week? Oh, and I can count Wilder Lore as one of my TBR knockouts, the one that says to read a book with green or red on the cover, because it has both of those colors on. Her jacket's red. I think there's some other like mushrooms that are red, and then the majority of the cover's green. So yeah, I'm happy with how my reading went. I wish I was done with this bookshelf tour, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep working, and I'm looking forward to next week getting to do the advent boxes in my blog as well, so that'll be fun. Alright, well, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!